minutes, I'm back to work on the cabin. Here you can really see how rotten some of the logs were. That one under the window was almost gone. The bottom couple, you can't really tell how bad they are because I stuffed them with some landscaping timbers last fall to try to make it through the winter. But there's just no joy in this part. It's just slow going. I wish the place would have lasted forever, but it's not to be. But even with the chainsaw, this doesn't go real fast. There are a lot of nails in it. It's hard to see where they are and what's holding things together. And I've hit a few nails, so the chainsaw is pretty dull and missing a bunch of teeth now. I'm trying to cut stuff small enough so that I can handle it without having to cut it again. Just take care of it the first time. So we'll get there. It just takes a while. That's all. So I finally got down to the floor. Hey dog. And found some fun old advertisements and posters in between layers of floor. This whole thing has taken longer than I thought. It's been like tearing down Russian nesting cabins. I knew I had two roofs, a metal one and the original rolled roofing that had 3 or 4 layers, and 2 walls, logs, and framed over inside, but 3 floors was a surprise. So here's the middle floor. I had no idea was there. I knew there was a plywood one on top and rough cut 1x on the bottom, but there was a whole middle one of thin strips of hardwood. So we'll get through it though. So here my wife's working on the last layer of floor. Finally can see the ground underneath. That's encouraging. And I've used some time to go to work on a little invention here that I'm gonna need pretty soon. So here's my invention. The cabin's a half mile from the nearest road, and I've got to haul some long lumber in here, so I'm hoping this works. I had to build it high enough so that I won't pole vault down the trail on the hills. And I also designed it so that I can haul plywood if I have to. I'm hoping to be able to boat plywood in. I'm hoping the water will be high enough in the lake. It works anyway. It works for these 20-footers. Said I should probably wear my hard hat for this part in case anything goes wrong. And here's a nature break. This one may not be for everyone. Might need to avert your eyes, but in my outhouse I found a couple of fishing spiders. Usually at but usually I just see one of these guys at a time. It's early season, so they're small yet. They're about half size, an inch and a half or 2 inches in diameter. They'll get to be about twice that. And I have a theory that there's one on every dock and in every outhouse. And if you don't see it, that doesn't mean it's not there. But not everybody thinks they're cool. I think they are. They actually walk on water. The surface tension holds them up and catch things. They don't spin webs. So now my friend Mike brought some lumber to the boat landing for me so I could bring it in the easy way. The water's been really low. You may have noticed in some of my earlier videos where you can see my dock. That's because there's a beaver dam about 3 miles away from the cabin. It's had a big hole in it, but the beavers got it patched up well enough anyway. The water's about halfway back to where it normally is, which is enough for me to be able to get the boat through and do this the easy, fun way. It's about a 45-minute boat ride each way, but I don't mind that a bit. So, there's a river stretch for a while, and then we'll get to the lake next after this. See, there's several beaver lodges in here. It's prime habitat for them. And here's the lake part of the run, so things go a little faster here. Over on the left shoreline, there's an active eagle's nest that check out sometime soon. I haven't noticed anything going on there lately, so I'm just gonna speed on by this time. And since I'm about to start construction, this is a good time to make a disclaimer. So, shout out to my old friend Mike and my new friend Pat. They're up here helping me out for the day on what'll probably be the hottest day of the summer at 97 degrees. And down on their hands and knees helping me dig spots to set blocks for posts and get my 4 corners in. Just not a fun part of the job, but important to do a good job of it. And here's a trick: is used a water level, which is just a long length of clear vinyl tubing, and throw some lake water in it, and it works great for leveling things perfectly across long distances, or you can even go around a corner or whatever if you had to. Works best if you have a good U shape in your tubing to get the air bubbles out. Otherwise, you gotta make sure you get them out. And just set it so that let's see if we can get in here for a closer look. So that you can see here the water is about 1/4 of an inch above the board here, and it's about the same on my other corner, so I know that those 2 corners are level with each other. And I set everything off from this one corner as the master one. So here's how I'm doing my floor joists. First of all, I used 2x6s, which is a little lighter than would be ideal, but you're green treated, and I had to pay for them at a time when lumber is historically expensive, and I had to get them in here without a road. So we're going to use lots of posts and cross members. I faced my posts so you can see the joists sit on top of another 2x6, and then I will be bolting them to 1/2-inch stainless steel bolts a little farther along. Just haven't gotten to that yet. So seems like it should work. Hopefully it'll work. It's slow going. Lots left to do. It's not the most fun part, but we'll get there. So that's it for now. Be back with more soon. Hope you've enjoyed it.